Good morning. Thank you so much for being here today. It is another beautiful morning, but the sun doesn't seem to want to come out today. It's hiding behind the cloud. A little blurry, a little misty, but still a beautiful morning. I was scrolling on short videos on YouTube earlier, and I went upon this one that struck my brain away, and I just wanted to, be a copycat and say it in here. So here's go. It's alright. You want to close your eye for this one, alright? You ready? Close your eyes and imagine yourself 10, 15 years into the future. And your life is the opposite of exactly what everything that you ever wanted. The opposite of all the things that you want to achieve, all of the things you want to have in your life. You're working at a job that you don't like. You're just dreading. You're still closing your eyes. Imagine seeing that. Seeing yourself getting off work, go home, and sit on the couch and binge watch some shows. Just so you don't have to think about life anymore. So you don't have to think about your problems anymore. So you're sitting here eating a bag of chips, drinking some soda, and you're looking down at your body, and you're like, fuck, I'm not even fucking pregnant, and my fucking stomach, it's like I'm 7 months down the road, 2 months away from giving birth. Like, what the fuck? And then you look around and you're like, how did I get here? My life is a shitbag disaster. And you look around, you're like, gosh, only if I could do it again. Only if there's a redo button. Only if I could go back in time and rewrite the history and choose a different path. Only if I could go back. And then all of a sudden, are you still closing your eye? Are you still picturing that version of yourself in the future? Okay, here we go. So you're sitting there on the couch and you're wishing. Then all of a sudden, there's a portal. Walk out. There's this God, you walk out and he's like, you want another chance? You want another chance? You really want it? He asks you. And of course, you're gonna say yes. I know it's a lame story, right? And then you walk in that portal. And then you open your eyes. And here you are, 15 years rewind. Now you're fucking 15 years younger. You don't have that fucking fat bellies anymore. You still have time to change the course of your life. Change job. Change city. Location. The place you live in. Change your circle of friends. The things you do. It's like we all know exactly the things that will get us to where we want to be in life. But what's hard is to choose the path that's dangerous. Choose a path that no one's taking. And it's hard not to try to fit in with other people, you know. But here you are, looking around, and here you go, another chance. Another chance. A chance to rewrite history. To live life the ways you always wanted to. But it is also easy said and done, you know? Everything is easy said and done. And that's a hard part to swallow. Especially the days that you don't want to do it. This morning I woke up and I was just laying on the bed and just fucking around. Wasted an hour just sitting laying there, scrolling on my phone. And I'm guilty of that. And I know that. And it's like every day we wake up and we always in a battle with ourselves, fighting to get up, because the longer you stay in that bed, the longer you're gonna feel that feeling of dwelling onto the time has gone by. And some days you just don't feel like it, and that's the hard part. We can't just rely on just motivation, because motivation is not there every day. You don't wake up every day and feel motivated. But discipline is different. You wake up and you go and you do the things you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. And that's the hard part to learn. The discipline part. But if you don't want to be sitting on that couch eating potato chips, watching some shows on the TV 15 years down the road, and you fucking hate your life, then you have to get the fuck up and go do what you need to do now. Because this is the only way to prevent that to happen again. It's like you given the second chance to do over. Would you do things differently? Would you take the leave of fate? Would you be the first person in your family to make the difference? To step out up the well-worn path, the path that everyone's been taking. You take a path that's dangerous, the path that no one has ever taken, and it's hard to make that decision. It's hard not to be worrying about what other people think of you. It's hard. But what's harder is 15 years down the road, sitting on that couch and dwelling onto the past and wishing you could go back to this moment in time right now and take a leap of faith and do the things that are hard, things that you know would get you to where you want to be in life. That's what's hard. But I think that's what makes life worth the living. Because if the things that you're doing is not hard, it's not challenging you, it's not making you question yourself, is it really worth it? Is it really worth the chase? And I'm saying this not just about working on yourself and making a lot of money, and then you finally feel like you're enough. Because I believe there's more than that. There's more than just being famous and making a lot of money and have high status. Because to me, having a successful life is about the little things that we do in life, the impact we make on people. And I'm not saying all this to brag, okay? But it's just the little things we do for people that make their day, that make them feel like they're doing something good for the world. It's like yesterday, I went to Aldi, the grocery store. And, in that grocery store, they don't have bags, so you have to bring your own bag, right? And usually, people, they'll just check you out and put the stuff into the cart. They don't put it in the bag for you. But this one guy, I was checking out and he's like, could you hand me your bag? And he put the bag by his side. And he was checking me out. No, not like checking the grocery that I bought. And he would put all the heavy stuff out on the bottom, all the jars in the bottom, and then stacking all the meat and everything's so organized where they're supposed to be in the bag. And this one guy, the guy I've just met, he just went out his way to do his job. So I pull out $10. Yes, fucking $10. I'm fucking broke as fuck. And for some reason I pull out $10 that I got from, this lady that I got tipped yesterday. It was in my pocket. I pulled out. Just gave it to him. I was like, just for you, because you were, going out of your way, and I thank you for that. And I saw his smile on his face, it's just a smile light up on his face. He'd say, thank you, sir. And this dude, he's fucking older than me, way older than me, he's calling me sir. Like, whoa. But anyway, I felt great. Not because I gave him, something that I consider as a lot of money. A lot of, it's just that it feels good when you do something good for people. And they do something good for you in return, that feeling. And it was just like another way of me of giving back to him. It's not like I go anywhere and then I give people money. I don't have that kind of money. I'm struggling to pay my credit card bills. But the thing is, sometime you're being treated by a lot of people not in a nice way. You feel like you have the need to give back to the people that actually going out their way to do things for people that they don't even know, Because back in high school, it was really put a lot of scars on me, like feeling like I was alone, feeling like I was not worthy. No. because I was the only couple of the minority in that school, and it was a small city, and everyone is, I guess, close-minded, you know? And I felt like I was an outsider, and even now, but I guess that's why, you know? I like to do these things for people whenever people go out their way and do things for people that they don't even know. And I think that's one of the aspects that we all should think of, you know? Like the influence that we have on other people. I think it's very, very valuable. Things we do for others, not the fame and status that we have, but how we make people feel about themselves. Because now this guy's feeling good. He's probably like, oh fuck, you know, I'm getting rewarded for being kind to people. So now he's gonna be kind to more people, and more people will be kind to other. You know, it's go a long way. And these small things, these little things that we do for people, you know, they get passed on. They get passed along the way, and I think that's how we build a better world. But who do I know? What do I know? Anyway. But yeah. Sometimes we just have to go through heartbreak and setbacks and things that keep us up at night. You know, terrible things that happen. They make us question ourselves, our belief, and what's the point of all of this. But those very things are the things that are helping you become wiser, stronger, and more resilient. And maybe you're going through some things in life right now. There's a problem that you have to deal with. Sorry, the air fryer. But yeah, problems, hardships, heartbreaks, everything, you know. We all have problems. We all have things that making our mind go crazy. Things that we don't want to face. Things that we're hiding from. But facing these things and dealing with them and working on them. Sometimes that's the only way for us to be free from our own mind. And we don't have to no longer have to escape from the thoughts in our minds anymore, you know? Because most of the time I feel like one of the reasons why I get on social media or trying to do things to distract myself is because I don't want to have to think about my problems, things that are keeping me up at night. So we keep on kicking the can down the road and never really bringing up those things to the light. But eventually they're gonna have to come up and be dealt with, or else we're just gonna keep on staying stuck here. I'm sorry, you know, sometimes I just talk about this thing and then that and then other thing and just all over the place. But oh no, it's 20 minutes already. I guess I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you on the next episode.